It is day 54 of my 100 videos in 100 days challenge here on my channel, and I have just hit 100 new subscribers. And so I wanted to talk about essentially how I got the subscribers and also what you could do to start getting new subscribers, even if you are starting from zero. So let's start with what I did aside from posting a video every day, right? Which I totally don't recommend if you are brand spanking new. But here's the thing, most of my subscribers came from one video, okay? And I would say over 50, a little over 50 came from one video. Now, sometimes people can watch a video and then go to your channel and subscribe, and then that metric is not going to be counted towards that video, like being attributed to the new subscriber. So just keep things like that in mind when you are looking at your own subscriber growth. Oh my God, something's on my foot. Okay. When looking at your own subscriber growth, I wanted to just kind of prove some things to myself, and I don't know if it was just like a from a place of ego or just wanting to kind of be in that like experiment. And when you're doing experiments, you have to be cautious of like how many variables you're changing, things like that. So I didn't really talk about the challenge much on my other social media pages. My most active one previously that I spent a lot of time on was Facebook, and I didn't even make that many posts. There were a few times towards the beginning when I would post the link to the new video on my Facebook in case anybody wanted to go see it. But coming in, here's something to kind of be aware of. Because if we're also going to be looking at our metrics, we need to remember that, like, one, people are nosy. People are nosy. People are nosy. And so if you're promoting your video on other social media platforms, there may be people who click on that link and go to your video whom really didn't actually have an intention to watch the video because of the subject matter, but just because like it was you and they just wanted to see what you had going on. And they might not even watch the video all the way through. Now they done fucked up your audience retention and your watch time. Well, and your low watch time helps. Any little watch time helps, but the audience retention on your videos, because if it's super low, YouTube's not pushing that out. They're gonna be like, people don't stick around to watch this video. Why would we keep pushing this out to new audiences, right? So that's just something to be like a little mindful of. Now, at the same time, right, just like some people might click over to the video because they're nosy. Some people will go subscribe because it's you, and not because they're nosy, but because they genuinely love you. And I know that I have some amazing people who support me, and I appreciate them so much. And that if you're watching, hi, thank you. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Even if you have a small audience, right, or like you don't have like this super engaged audience, that's still a great place to start. Is with Lord, I can't remember who wrote the book, but like, like the 1,000 true fans, right? If you have those true fans, then that'll be super helpful getting you jump started. Now, something that you can do, and these are like little micro things, right? Make sure that you have your like link somewhere where maybe people can find it. Okay. So that could include your email, like footer thing, like like you have like your sign off signature type situation. Some people have theirs that are like a block with like their picture, like something like that. Like so I had that. Well, that was when I was using Kit. I'm using Go High Level now, so I haven't done that. But that's because Go High Level was saying that, oh, it might not have been Go High Level. It was the GHL Wizard on YouTube. Love his channel. If you're new to Go High Level, go check him out. I believe he was the one who was saying that if when you're getting your emails all set up, you're gonna start sending them out. If you want to not screw up your deliverability, if you're not trying to end up in a spam box, don't start all out the gate sending emails with all the like animations and the images and all that stuff. So I have just been sending like plain text emails. Okay, so there's that. Um, your social media handles, like connecting it to your TikTok, Threads, maybe Instagram. sending the email to, it was sending an email about either your channel itself or when you release a video to your email list, is a great way to start getting people over. Now, some a little unconventional things that I've done in the past and that I've also had clients kind of do in the past, um, contests are one. I love it and I don't love it, if I'm being honest, because when you're incentivizing people to watch your content or engage with it, um, it's kind of like once it's over, do things dip? Does viewership dip? Do the people stop engaging? You see what I'm saying? Like, so you can try that if you, again, if your goal is to just get to that 100 subscribers, then cool, go ahead and try that out. I worked with a client before, and one of the things that I gave it an idea for was at the end of every video, it was kind of like do a comment below type of thing. Make sure that you're subscribed, and you'll go in the running to get one of like the pieces of merch that he sold, right? And his channel started growing like, do hotcakes grow? Hotcakes, wildfire. It started growing really fast. Okay, it started growing really fast, right? The engagement was popping off, like all the things, and at the same time, he did end up growing like a super loyal following. So it wasn't really gonna hurt him to stop doing it because the niche that he was in, it was like these people was gonna ride with him whether he was gonna be giving them merch or not. Okay, and so there is that. Um, I don't even want to say like be consistent because we've had this conversation here on this channel about like what does that mean? Like what does be consistent mean? And I'm gonna be honest, like for as much time as I spend like just watching how people move on YouTube, not watching their content, but like watching them. I mean, I've seen people blow up posting one video a week. The clients that I worked with, once a week, but they're more so not doing it just to get subscribers. They are doing it to get clients, and to sell things. And so I'll say this in regards to that. The more seeds that you plant, the more plants that will flourish. The more seeds that you plant, the more plants that will flourish. That's a lot of fruit. That's a big harvest. Now, things aren't always so linear. There are people that I've seen again that post like once a month. However, this is then when we kind of get into like the level of quality of a video, right? Those people who were posting like once a month were a lot of times spending a lot of time putting together a really, really, really good video. I mean, editing top notch, teaching top notch, like just all the things top notch. So they could kind of get away with that because the video was going to perform really well, point blank, period. Okay. I'm also going to note that a lot of these people, they are not new. In some ways, they're not new. They could be new to YouTube, but not new to video editing, right? They could come from the world of Reels where they were doing really, really fancy editing for real. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay. The point being is, oh my gosh, what was the point? What was the point? What were we talking about? It does not matter. Just choose a frequency that's going to work for you. And if you want to build up, then build up. But just know that again, the more seeds you plant, right? And just like for me, the video that got me like over 50 subscribers, it wasn't the first video that I posted during this challenge. It wasn't even, I don't even think the 10th video. Actually, what video was it? What video was it? Because I want to be a little accurate. I want to be just a little. So that was on day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It was on day 18. It was on day 18. I've been posting the 18 videos before I cracked the one video that brought me a bulk of subscribers. Also, manage your expectations. You will have videos that bring in a lot of people, and then you will have videos that just don't. And that is okay. This is not the platform for you to look at your metrics for one video and then set that as the standard per se, because you also never really know when the video is going to take off. That video that I did, it wasn't like, oh, the next day here's all these people. It was like it had been like a few days, and then all of a sudden the graph started to just kind of go up, and I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? Then I found out it was also being shared quite a few times. So that's really fun. But nonetheless, again, manage your expectations. Something else you could do. What's something else you could do? Something unconventional. I mean, if you really got it with time, yeah, with your time efficiency, when you are releasing a video, you could, again, push it out to your other social platforms. Um, One of the things that I think loses people, and I actually encourage you to try this. Um, I've noticed personally, now I have an iPhone 7, 16. What number are we up to? Okay. I have an iPhone, and I keep my software updated. When someone is posting a YouTube link, it's very interesting. I could tap on the link and then it gets pulled up in like my Chrome browser. It doesn't get pulled up immediately in YouTube, which is really frustrating and a little annoying because they should know better at this point. But usually on the browser page that it's pulled up in, there is like a little like option at the top that says like open YouTube or open app or whatever. And if people don't do that, they're typically not signed in to their app like Chrome page or Chrome app. And so even if they wanted to like subscribe, it's not going to do anything because then it's going to be like sign in. And then we got to deal with people kind of being, I'm not going to say lazy, but like they're going to be like, oh, I'm gonna sign in. You know what? It ain't even that deep. You see what I'm saying? Like, because we're human. People are human. Okay? It just is what it is. It could be the simplest thing and people can still find a reason not to do it or not feel like doing it, and it just is what it is. Okay, so there is actually, if I give me a second, because there is a website called openanapp.com. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description box so you can go check it out. So Open an App is a platform where you can, it's kind of like Bitly, right? Like where you have like your link shortener. And so you can put your YouTube link in there. And then when people click on it, it's going to take them straight to YouTube. I was using that. I stopped using it. The reason being is because I wanted a better understanding of my metrics, and especially in regards to attribution. And so if you're using this link, I don't think the data carries over. So if you use that same link on Facebook and then on Instagram and then on Threads, and it's like the YouTube analytics are not going to be able to tell you like what specific platform. It will more likely just say like external traffic. But from where, we won't know, right? So if that matters to you, that's something to be cautious of. If you don't give a damn, have at it, Buki. And I hope that it works well for you, okay? So that's kind of it. I'm just in celebration mode. Yay! We did 100 new subscribers in 53 days. So that's really exciting, really exciting. I cannot wait to come back and share with you all. Like I want to show you, this tool that I have been building, because this is coming along so beautifully, honey, so beautifully. And then, of course, I want to be able to help others with being able to do something like similar that fits their needs, their situation, how they want to essentially run their business. But the thing is delicious, okay? Anyways, yeah, if you're not inside of the magnetic visibility circle, honey, why? Come join us inside Premium, okay? The link to join us will be below, and I'm going to see you inside of our community.